Hello, everybody.
Hi,
Let's see if we're actually live. We're not live yet.
offline.
All right, here we are,
Okay.
back again. Part 2 of our New Year's Eve sew until it's next year. And I'm going to chat a little bit while we wait for people to have a chance to get online and share. I have to do my posting on my other social media sites. So here's the link. There we go to Facebook. The link is, there we go. Part 2. Okay, I wonder how many of you from the last filming are going to be back on. Stay on this page. I didn't finish my post. In this segment, we're going to do some free motion embroidery using the Octi hoops. I'm not going to do that. Terry's going to do it. And we're going to let people get online a little bit. So I thought I might show you a little bit of the shopping that Terry and I did yesterday. Okay, I'm almost done with my sharing in my other social media sites. This is a lot safer than going out and drinking, isn't it? Come on. Come on, computer. Healthier?
Not really. I had
What are you having?
hot chocolate,
She's having hot chocolate with a little bit of
peppermint snap.
peppermint schnapps inside, a little chocolate hot toddy. I'm having water. Come on. Oh, I have to post it again. There we go. Publish. Oh, right. We're almost ready. How many of you are online? It's starting to grow. I have to tweet. No, it's a new one. It's a new one. It's not the same one. Part 2. Tweet. Google Plus. Part 2. All right. That's enough social media. Hello, everybody.
We're back.
Hello, Lynn from Denver again. Hello, ladies. Hello, Maria. Oh, where are my glasses? I'm going to get really wrinkled if I don't wear them. We have the lighting different because before the light was like really in our eyes. Does it look okay to you guys? It's as good as it's going to get in here, living room filming. Okay, so I have had this incredible desire to make puppets. The kind you see on Sesame Street. So have you guys ever wanted to make a puppet before? Oh, we're going to set you up with this table too. So Baby Lock will love that. I'm going to show that. So this stuff is really cool. And so I already drew up the pattern for a puppet, but I haven't sewn it out yet. So I got to first make one. But look at, check out this fur. This one's really wild. And you want to feel it?
Nice.
I'm gonna probably do some fabric dyeing on the fur on this one too. Teach you guys how to do that. So that's coming. We'll have a little bit of an embroidery discussion before Terry starts. This is something that I show at shows a lot, so it's kind of nice. You're kind of like in my booth at a show. For those of you who have never gotten to come out and see me at a show, this is kind of like what it's like, except for I talk a lot faster, like the satin edge foot does, top stitching, edge stitching, pin tucking, invisible applique stitching in a ditch, charted needle design without the use of knitting needles, cut work without the use of a hoop, wire edges, fishing line edges, lettuce edging, trapunto applique, blanket stitch applique, edge joining, t-shirt hemming, 1/8 inch, 1/4 inch, scant 1/4 inch seam allowances, and it hand sews for you. So I'm going to slow down now because it's nighttime. This is an embroidery that I did using a sticker called Stick and Rinse, one of our stabilizers. And we have several different stabilizers you'll find at creativefeet.com. Each of the stabilizers are completely unique to any other company's stabilizer. I know, you probably have a lot already and you're like, I don't want to have to buy any more. But if you already have ours, you know why we recommend them. They are wonderful. So the Stick and Rinse stabilizer allows you to print on it. And the way that you do it is you first print on your piece of paper, and before you print, you draw a little arrow so you know the top of the paper is going into your printer a particular way, and then you put it in your printer. So that's like, I put that in upside down in my printer cartridge and printed this is a T-Rex little kid, and in the description below I've supplied the link to go and print this design out should you want to embroider it. This is what Terry's going to embroider, right?
Yeah.
Her grandson is addicted to T-Rex all day long. Dinosaur, dinosaur, dinosaur. It's hilarious. So after you print with the printer, you then tape our stabilizer onto it, or you can use a glue stick, and just, that's what I did here. I don't know if you can see, there's a glue stick stripe going down the bottom here and on the top, and then you just lay the stabilizer down, put it in the printer, and it comes out printed on. And so you end up with an exact duplicate of what is on the paper. And now, Lynn, this is how we get the sticker to come off, but first we're gonna get the hoop ready. So we're actually gonna use the stabilizer that you were having trouble getting off the roll. And this will be an education on several of our stabilizers, which is kind of cool because I didn't have that anywhere on our YouTube channel yet. So can't teach embroidery without talking about the stabilizers. And why do we need stabilizers when embroidering? Because fabric has a bias. So even cotton has a bias, but like a t-shirt has an insane amount of stretch to it. So we want to make it so that the fabric can't stretch while we're embroidering. And our stabilizers are made in a way that they don't stretch at all. So your fabric is locked in place and cannot pucker while you work with it. And then the shape of the octi hoops also makes it so that your fabric can't stretch or give into the embroidery. If any of you have ever done free motion embroidery before using a round hoop, you know that the hoop can actually kind of bow in, and it's kind of like Suzanne Summers' Thigh Master. If you haven't seen that, it's a round thing, and you put it between your legs and you squeeze your legs together, and the circle becomes an oval, and it goes out and it comes back in. And that's how you exercise. Well, if your hoop is round and you lay enough thread down, the hoop starts to come in because of the tension of the thread. So with the octi hoops will not allow, and this is an octi hoop, you get 3 different hoops in the kit. I don't know if we locked the cat in the office. Did you shut the door? Mm-hmm. Okay, no, he's just talking then. He wants wet food. But he's looking a little chubby today, so I think like me, he's had a little too much holiday eats. Here we go. So on the back of our octi hoops, there's an uneven surface that allows you to apply our stick and tear stabilizer to the back of it. So you can see it's not straight or not smooth. And on your computer keyboards, your keys are flat like the top of the hoop is here. And all the way around the keys, the companies, the manufacturers make them uneven, like little pitted marks on it so that your fingers slide over it. So it's the same kind of thing. So if we use this for free motion quilting, it slides over the surface of the machine like ice skates on ice, so you don't need any Teflon sheet on your sewing machine. But right now we're embroidering, so that surface also allows us to apply a sticker onto the back of it. And my dad's actually the inventor of this particular stabilizer. When you go to our website, it's the one with the tree frog. Now, so many companies have copied our stabilizer concepts that we now have animal characters on the label, so you know you're getting our stabilizer, since the names are almost identical to ours as well. And for those of you who don't know, my dad was the inventor of a product called the Hoopadol, and that product's no longer available. The Octi Hoops are my product, and Terry, we need to draw a line around this. So since this is not just me demonstrating that Terry's learning, I'm going to have her draw around this as well. And we're going to show how to do this if you are like her and only having use of one hand. Where did those other staples? Oh, I don't have my junky scissors. I'll just cut. I'm just going to cut it so it's smaller. Okay, so it comes in a roll like this, and you cut it to the size of the hoop. Now, if you have an embroidery machine, you can use this also. You lay the bottom, you know what, I'll probably go get my regular hoop so that I can show you, but you lay the bottom hoop down, lay the stabilizer into the hoop with the shiny side of the stabilizer facing up, and then you push the inner ring down and then tighten, and then go with something like this that's sharp and just kind of score the material, and then you can peel it off and then float your fabric, which is the concept that my dad created when he invented this product. So we're going to float the fabric. And what fabric are we using? Did I take it back from you? Oh, I did. So she's going to make a wall hanging, right?
Yes.
You're so quiet. And I'm going to point the camera down so that you can see what we're doing. I can't remember how I set you up last year, or 3 years ago when she learned how to do this. It's been 3 years since she's done it, so you may as well be seeing this for the first time. I'm going to tip it down so you can see the surface of the table right now. And I believe this is what I did, was taped it down to the table so it wouldn't move while you trace it. And that's something that you can do without me, right? For those of you who've never seen the Octi Hoops before, they come with handles that allow you to draw. If you ever use tape on your table, don't rub it tight on the table because you'll have a hard time getting it out.
Now she tells me.
Fold one end of your Scotch tape down so you can get it back up off your table easy. There we go. When I buy furniture, I just stress it. I even take hammers and hammer the wood and scratch it and sand it so that I can do any kind of craft I want on my kitchen table, and my coffee tables are also the same way. So I never have to feel like I can't do my crafting in any room that I want to do it in. I brought a pen out here, I thought. Nope. I'll have to go get it. Another one. Talk to them, Terry.
Bear with me.
Come on, you're chattier than that. Where's the marker? You're just sitting there not saying anything. She was gonna tease and stuff, but she's not teasing me at all. Okay, so we have pins here. Let's see if it's gonna write on this. Yeah.
Yep.
This is in my kitchen pin jar. It's got like a little something on there. Okay, so we can also tape the hoop down like this so it won't move while you trace around the outside perimeter. And you don't have to be that careful. Just, is it not writing?
Oh,
Here, try that one. I usually recommend a Sharpie marker for this. Speaking of pens, those of you who know about the Frixon pens and have been told that they come back when your item gets put in the freezer, it's true that the ink will come back after you iron it away, but if you wash the item, the ink will never come back. Okay, so now we're gonna cut that. And I had her do it on a rotary cutting mat when we cut it the last time. Right?
I don't know. I can't remember.
I can't either. Darn memory. But we're really messy today, and we went an hour. Oh my gosh, we went over an hour on that last video. So I'm gonna cut this out for her. Remember, you don't have to worry too much about this table. It won't be the first piece of tape.
Or the last.
Yeah. My daughter wants to store her really beautiful dining room table at my house for a period of time, and I said, oh my, I have to be really careful on that table. I'm not used to having to be careful on furniture. So you can use a rotary cutter, and that would might be easier for you. I don't know. Can't remember what we did, but you did everything. You even cut it. So we must have used a rotary cutter. If you tape the octi hoop down, then you could just go around the outside perimeter because it's kind of like a ruler. See how it's thick? And you could just take your rotary cutter with everything taped down and go around the outside edge, and that's probably what I had her do. That's what we should do.
Next year.
There'll be more videos and with Terry, now that we know how easy it is to do the live streaming. I spent like 2 hours just trying to see if what I did was right before going live, and it was right, so I could have come on earlier. But I was just scared to disappoint you guys by having a bad feed. So, all right, this is what Lynn's been waiting for since about, what, 11 o'clock today, Lynn? Let's see what you guys are saying. Maria, well, I don't know if these glasses help or not. So Maria worked at Disney. So you've used the stabilizer a lot, huh? Okay, and we got Timothy from Illinois. Hi, Timothy. Welcome. Oh my heavens, it took me 20 minutes to get in. And I keep getting to the first one. What do you mean the first one, Lynn?
She's not online.
Or you're the first one that says something? Is that what you're saying? I didn't do the SIA yet. I'm just now catching up with you. See? That looks thick. What I have. Oh, it looks like what you have. What you oh, yours is thinner? You think? This has always been the same. So maybe you don't have ours, and that's why it's tearing. Happy New Year to you too, Linda from Kentucky. Are you going to be at Paducah? I'll be in a corner booth this year, and I'll be in the tent at the AQS Quilt Show. So you guys will be able to, we couldn't fit everybody in the booth. We were in an inside booth last year. Or this year, it was really tight. Okay, so I take my finger and kind of just drag it across the edge, Lynn, like this, go like that. And eventually a little bit of it comes up. But you'll see almost every video on our YouTube channel, my son edits out me peeling off the release liner. So if you have trouble, I just kind of roll my finger. Let's try a new edge so you can see that it works. Take my finger and just kind of drag it over. So towards the non-shiny side. And see how it starts to separate on the edge there? So you just drag it. moisten your finger a little bit, work better. But if you can't do that, then take a piece of tape. We'll go like this. And put it on the corner and then rub your finger like that. Oops, you can't see it. Sorry. Can you see it now? There's a, for those of you just coming on it, there's a few, like a 20-second delay from what I see until I see it on the screen. I need to just come down more. Okay. Now I know what I've got going on here. Okay. So you take your thumb and just rub it on the corner and then grab the tape and peel back and look at it, it's like magic. It just comes right off the stabilizer like that. Or this is the stabilizer coming off of the release liner. And a release liner just protects the sticky from getting stuck on things. Then before I apply it to the hoop, I usually will fold like this. And that makes it so that the release liner and the stabilizer don't come back together as we apply it to the hoop. So Terry, I would go like this. I'm using only one hand to see, so, and then grab it and peel it back, okay? So we'll see how Terry does, and I'm gonna bring up the camera a little bit. For those of you who have physical challenges, Terry only has use of her left hand, so we're working on a technique that she can do by herself so that she can take an octi-hoop home.
Is that?
So if we had the
Yeah.
hoop stuck on something, you were able
You
to
were.
do this.
You were.
I didn't do any of this last time.
Yeah, but you had it.
I had something probably
Yeah.
stopping it. So if you have something like your cell phone even, you can just put it in front of the hoop.
Yeah.
Something that would stop it from moving. Whoops. There we go.
There you go.
And see how
But
it's sticking
has
a
to
little bit?
tight,
Yeah.
tight.
And then go ahead and just now rub this side and then pull that side down, the opposite side. So pull the opposite side and rub it. And then you want to make it tight, remember, so that you want to make it so tight that when you tap on it, it sounds like a drum.
Not yet.
What's the agenda for this chat, Maria? Is that we're showing Terry how to do free motion embroidery, and she only has use of one hand, so even if you have trouble like that, you can embroider as well. This little handle here is going to allow Terry to color.
And I like to color.
Yeah, so basically this is like coloring with your coloring book. And we're a little off on this, so I'm going to tighten it up for you a little bit more. You want to hear it like this, sound like a drum. It's not even tight enough. We'll work on this. Remember, this is live, and we did not rehearse this, so we didn't have time to rehearse it. Hear that sound? Okay, now you take your fabric.
We only had a year to do this.
Do you still have your dinosaur?
I don't know. I mean,
I handed it to you, didn't I? Maybe I took it. I took it. Okay. So you're going to well, let's just lay your fabric down first. And this is important. So placing, if you have an embroidery machine, you know that positioning your design onto your shirt is a challenge. So what we're going to do is we're going to lay this template down. This is something that was printed out on the inkjet printer by taping it to a piece of paper, for those of you who walked up. I feel like I'm in a booth. Okay, so we're going to apply this sticker, and you can do it easier than in the hoop. You can lay it down. You can use a ruler to make sure that your position. She's going to make a little wall hanging for him for her grandson. So we have to get the sticker off again, and the same trick is used, a piece of Scotch tape on the corner, and then you rub it. So let's go ahead and see you do it. So you're just going to pull the tape back and like let it roll toward you. Sorry. There.
Right.
and just kind of peel down. There we go.
Yeah.
You can pick it up and put that in your teeth if you want. There we go.
There you go.
Okay. And you want to try to put it in the center.
Yes, no?
You could go a little bit further. Yeah, but it's hard for me to see. Your arm's in my way. I'll straighten it out for you. There's no guidelines, it makes it harder. So you just kind of rub it. You want it to be really secure, so take it all the way to the outside edges. So you rub this until the sticker is really secure, and this ink is your color template, so you know what color thread to use. I don't have any pea soup color green, so she's using a neon green.
Close.
It'll be cute.
Close.
Never sew through Scotch tape.
Why?
Because it'll get your needle sticky. Okay, so we'll just kind of rub it. And now we're going to apply this to the stick and tear. It's a sticky surface. You can see how it's sticking to me. And then you just want to rub again until it's secure to the sticker beneath it. You don't have to push real hard, just kind of brush it like this much pressure. It's about the same amount of pressure you would use to, what do I do like that? I can't think of what I do. I don't know.
I don't know.
I guess it's this. There we go. So you're bonding your material to the stick and tear, and also known as SIA, also known as Stick It All. And it's had several names over the years. I've renamed it Stick and Tear recently because that's what you do. You stick it, and then you're going to tear it away. So now we're going to remove the presser foot on the sewing machine. Sorry. Pardon my reach. And remove this screw. And for those of you who haven't seen the octa-hoops before, one of the main benefits of the stick and tear and our octa-hoops is that you don't have to use a presser foot. Without a presser foot, you can see what you're doing. And we could leave the needle or the feed dogs up, but since Terry's embroidering, I'm going to go ahead and lower them. So now the feed dogs are below the surface. But if you don't have a sewing machine, if you have a sewing machine and you don't have the ability to lower your feed dogs, you can still do this. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is try to make it so you can actually see the hoop. See how the fabric's completely covering everything? And I need a couple safety pins. That's usually what I do. I roll the material up and safety pin it, but maybe we can try something different so I don't have to make people wait. That worked. Okay, now I got to show you what I did. Hey, I love it when I don't have to go run and get something. So I just kind of pulled it back. Can't see. Okay, there we go. Roll and then roll. And now stick that roll down like that. You can't sew over that because your sticker represents where you're going to stitch, so you won't accidentally stitch on that material, and then you don't have to worry about the fabric going under the hoop while you embroider and then stitching it. If you've ever done that, you know that's frustrating. So I'm going to do that on all four sides. I have this earring and it will not stay on. It keeps coming off. That earring is now coming off for good. No more earrings tonight. Okay, since what's going on? Oh, the Scotch tape's on the hoop. I can't get it in there. This is live programming. This would have been edited out by my son. My son's name is Vincent. And my daughter's name is Jen. She is the owner of JenAnn.com and a wedding photographer. she does event or what do you call them? She does weddings in like outside adventure weddings. She would just be like, "Mother, come on, you got to know how to say this." Okay, use the cabinet rubber liners to keep it from moving. Oh, that's a very good idea. I will grab one of those. I use them to open jars. That is such a good idea. And that's Maria, wonderful idea. Because earlier we had somebody else on that also did not have use of both hands. So I'll find that while after I get her going here. Okay, so grab a hold of this, and you're not going to sew yet. Just kind of get the feel of moving the hoop around. I think we need to put the embroidery table. So I never use the extension table that comes with this machine because I don't want to hide the paint job from the camera from everybody when I'm filming. So see how pretty the background is on the machine, and now I'm going to hide it with this big table to make it easier for Terry. So if you do only have use of one hand, you should try to get a cabinet that your machine can drop into, or an extension table. And this is one of the biggest extension tables I have ever seen. And I didn't get it finished on the paint job. Or did I? Maybe I did.
I think you did.
Okay, so now you should be able to, there we go, now we're locked in. Now you should be able to move that around. Remember you use the crayon when you color? So you can choose any hole that you want, and we're going to bring the bobbin thread up through the fabric first. Now this machine has a needle down, needle up button so that you don't have to use two hands to do it. Just get it so the needle's going to come down on the green. Is that still stuck? And that's the button right there. So push it once, and again, push the same button again.
Oh, wow.
Now grab the end of the green thread and pull it toward you to bring the bobbin thread up. There we go. Can you guys see that? I could hold the camera so you can see what's going on. I hope I didn't move the camera too fast and make you all dizzy. Happy New Year, everybody.
Okay.
Is it New Year's yet anywhere? Let's see. Oh, it is. You were right on that, Lynn.
Who?
Happy New Year to everybody in the East Coast. It's 10 o'clock here, so it's now 2017 in New York City and all the other cities in the East Coast. It's hard to see everything I need to see. Okay, so now are you ready to go ahead and sew a couple stitches? I'm going to set your speed control so you can't go too fast. This machine just got serviced, and oh my, is it sewing nice. It works so hard. This is the one I usually take to the show. Sew a few stitches, and then we'll cut those tails away. Oh, the scissors are over there. Here, hold my cup. Is there another thread there? Okay, well, you're ready to just, you run the machine slow and just start moving.
Go back to the tail.
You can just start. And I'm trying not to make you all dizzy. So she's got one hand here. If you've ever done free motion, you know usually people are using two hands. The ability to move the hoop in any direction with this handle makes it so she can color within the lines. Now if you run the machine a little faster.
Okay.
And
Well,
I know
this
you're just getting the hang of it, and you're
and-
doing detail.
Yeah.
Look at how accurate you're being.
Because I color.
Not bad.
I color.
We got to get you set up at your house so you can do this without having to come over here.
No, go back now.
Yeah, just you're coloring. Just say out loud, I'm coloring. And it's very important that you do that. Say out loud, I'm coloring when you're doing embroidery. Yeah, run the machine faster. There you go. And now color. Just keep the machine at that speed. Once you get out of the tail, you have a bigger area, you won't be as nervous. And she's sewing in front of all you guys. Not bad, huh? There you go. Just keep, you're covering up the green with green. You want me to sew a little so you see the motion?
Okay.
Okay. So go, the tail is going up like that, so you would want to also move the hoop in that motion. But go ahead and run the machine for me. You got the pedal. Keep push down, just keep it there. So you see how I'm not stopping the machine? I want you to keep the machine running. And now it is more like drawing. I'm moving my hand in a coloring motion. Okay, so now I'm gonna let go and let you do it. Okay. So that is how you embroider through it, and I'm gonna let Terry embroider while I talk to you guys about some more embroidery. And so you don't have to just watch her have fun. This is definitely challenging, this live video. So sorry about that hand. Oh my god. That wasn't very attractive. Do I have red ink? Yeah, I have red ink on the palm of my hand. Okay. Getting it? If you hear plucking sound, that means you're sitting in that spot too long. So just just keep moving it around and relax. Nobody's watching.
Okay.
They're kind of watching, but they're not. See that? You stopped holding the handle.
Oh.
There you go. See how much different it is when you do that? Okay. And we're going to only do embroidery in this segment, and then we're going to take a break and come back, and she's going to learn how to free motion quilt with only one hand. Yeah, you can free motion quilt with these with one hand. I've been doing it for about 8 months at the shows, and it's really actually pretty easy to do it. Getting the fabric ready, I think, is more challenging. So to help you guys understand better about the stabilizer that she's sewing through, stick and rinse, is something I created for making scarves out of material. And we have it available in a tape roll as well, so that you can tape on a piece of material the shape of the scarf you want to sew, and then cut through the tape and then sew along the edge with the satin edge foot, or you can sew yarn on using the sequins and ribbon foot. Having fun?
Yeah.
Nobody's here. You're all alone. If you can print out a photograph on your computer, and I know a lot of you are maybe watching me on tablets and not even on a computer, and we're seeing an increase in people not using computers anymore. So we're starting to release patterns with the stick and rinse already printed out for you, so you don't have to use a printer. And the first pattern that we did that for was this little mug rug. And the mug rug sticker was the snowman here, and you can see the elements that we embroider through is the nose of the snowman and the little red brim of the hat, the ribbon. But we also embroider all the way around the hat, all the way around the scarf. That would be extremely difficult to do without our octi hoops, to be able to go right along the edge of that scarf like that. So this is a pattern that you can purchase on our Creative Feet site on the patterns link, which you're going to start seeing more and more patterns coming out. The snowflakes are also embroidered. And then I show you how to piece and how to finish the edge. And this is your little Christmas mug rug for next year. So another thing you can do is you can print out a sticker of a monogram using just the fonts in your computer and embroider. This is embroidered. I think Maria, you're the one that worked at Disney, so you probably saw a lot of monograms that you had to do. You can see this complex monogram here the reason you don't see any of the blue towel showing through the stitching is because of our stabilizer called fabric, or it's called Cover Up. And it comes in 16 colors. And after you embroider, you just lay this down under your needle and you sew over it. So you can use clear or white, blue, black, and match the color, the hue of the color of your thread. So all your reds would use one red, this red, instead of having to get a bunch of different red colors. We also have a blending pack that has like a burgundy instead of a red for your middle tones. Oh my God, you're just going now. Do you hear that? You want to see her progress?
Ay, ay, ay. Not
Ay,
bad.
ay, ay. Yeah, look at you. Were you starting to feel good? Do you feel different?
Well, now I'm getting the hang of it, but I'm missing, but it doesn't look bad.
No, and you can go like this and turn the hoop this way and then move the hoop up and down. Remember, you can take the handle out and put it in another hole.
Okay.
You can even put it, I think this is what you did last time, is that when you wanted to move straight up and down, you use that. It's kind of difficult because you can't, because the fabric's going over that. But now you can go ahead and see that you're not missing. I'll come in a little closer. It's really fun. When I'm at a show and I let somebody try using the hoops,
They don't.
oops, stop.
They
And
don't
then
want to let it go.
and then I say, okay, you need to stop now. And they go,
Well, it's not a
wait a minute, wait a minute. Oh, and any of
my
you?
ring now looks pretty.
Yeah, your ring does look pretty. I think you're okay. So just go ahead and continue. We'll
I
see.
thought it was broke. The
No.
needle.
No.
Oh, or not the needle.
Here,
but
let me just pull this down. Put this through here. We just are not in all the thread guides. There you go. I'm pretty sure you're okay. Ah. Well, that wasn't a pretty position. Okay, so back to the stabilizer. I used pink underneath the pink thread, and that's why you can't see any of the terry cloth in there. And what's really nice about using the cover up is that it doesn't wash out. So after the person washes your gift, it will look the same as it did before they threw it in the washing machine. Fabric cover also is great, or cover up is also good for t-shirts. It keeps it from sinking in. You can see how this thread is kind of sunk in. I don't know how well you're seeing, so you can see how the butterfly is kind of sunk in here. But if I use the cover up on top, then the butterfly would stay over the surface of the fabric, like you see on this little square where I did the same butterfly. Just keep moving the hoop. There you go.
No, I did not want to go out of line.
That's fine. Take your time. You don't have to go that fast. You're really doing well. I'm gonna move this guy over there. Okay. You having fun?
Yeah, it matches.
This is so much fun.
It matches fine. The color?
Yeah, I know. It looks a lot better than I thought it did. Okay, so the cover up just tears clean away after you embroider, and nobody can tell it's in there. This is an example of the stick and rinse. Printed on a piece of paper, and then you can peel off the release liner like that. And this is a sticker, and then you lay the sticker on your material and you sew through it. And maybe not your first embroidery, but a little more practice in, and you can get as good as that. And when I taught a class, this took 4 hours, by the way. I'll give you guys a little bit of time to look at it. I did in one hooping in the largest octa hoop, and then I was going to finish it, but the eagle ended up going on the road with me, and it's become a sample. One day I'm going to offer the sticker already printed out, and that won't be very long from now that we've figured out that you guys want us to do the printing. So I'm going to offer the eagle printed out already. You can order it. It'll have some instructions, but I'm also going to film it on YouTube so you can sew along with me on YouTube. Here's another design set. And unlike an embroidery machine where the designs cost like $100 for a card, it'll be one sheet of stickers. My dog was laying on this. And then you can embroider them. This is, are you ready for your next color?
I think so. A little bit more.
Yeah, take your time. So you can see here that all of these stickers we're sewn, now we're needing.
Yeah.
I think the bobbin is having an issue. So you can see the stickers were placed on there and then colored over. This was a class I taught at a store in St. Louis, Missouri. And everybody had a really good time. And we thought that the next day would be all on quilting. But after embroidering the first day, everybody was bored with quilting within like 15 minutes. That's why I wanted her to embroider first. And in the next segment, after our break, she's going to do some free motion quilting. And I'll probably do a little as well. So this is one of the loopholes in the copyright law. You can also print out anything, even these little minion guys. You print on the paper first so that you know where it's going to print. Tape a piece of our stick and rinse on it, like you can see I have a piece of it stuck here. And then run it through the printer. And then you end up with a sticker that matches it. Okay, enough on that. And we are... can anyone think of any other issues that you've ever had? The octi hoops. Yes, they were changed, Maria. In the initial design, we were making them one at a time. It took a long time to make them. Now they are made out of a mold, but the only difference is the size of the holes that these handles go in. So if you lose your handles, we ask you like how long what year did you buy them, so that if there's an issue with it not fitting the hole, then we can give you the right set. Outside of that, the hoops pretty much look the same. Let's see. I'm bringing it up close to the screen. You may have one that's a little thicker than this. So when you go into injection molding, they always want to make the hoop or the mold use the least amount of thickness. It prevents sink in the product, all these technical terms. So, but does yours look like this? If it does, then you can do everything that we're doing. It's pretty much the same. Just like the Creative Feet really haven't changed in 28 years. So the thing is this sticker is not going to be staying if it gets washed, but it's going to go on the wall. So do you want to are you happy with the coverage, or do you want to fill it all in?
I can do more.
Okay.
But it was acting like
I'm trying to think if there's anything else that we need to discuss about embroidery. If not, I think that we've gone on quite a while now, and we'll be back for the quilting, and then I'll have Terry show you what she's finished so you don't have to wait. Unless anybody has a particular question. You're all quiet. Are you getting tired?
Are they writing?
Yeah, I'm going to, let's see. In the next episode, not really an episode, I'm going to discuss a little bit about this. So we're only going to take a little bit of a break, and when we're done, we'll be back to show you this. Happy New Year's, everybody. I'm so glad you love your Creative Feet, Maria. Okay, so see you guys in a few minutes, and it's going to take me a little while to figure out how to log off again. So Happy New Year's. I'm getting faster.